How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Wolf, and welcome to my Ultimate Beginners Crafting series. Now, this is going to be a very interesting one, because I'm going to kind of do it in the style of an Ultimate Beginner's Guide. However, there's going to be roughly 9 to 10 parts. Now, the reason I say that is because we're going to be making gear, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make gear for roughly every slot. And of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you only need 1 ring, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I will show you probably in the same episode flasks, maps, jewels, that sort of stuff. I'd like this to go alongside my Ultimate Survival Guide and Ultimate Beginner's Guide if you are watching those. This is a series that is going to get rather in-depth on the back end of things. I'm going to keep things as simple as possible up front, and I hope to teach you basically everything I know in regards to crafting decent gear. Now, I have to preface a couple of things. One, I'm doing this all in one take, so I'm gonna fuck things up maybe every now and then. Bear with me, shit happens, we'll have a laugh out of it, and we'll be fine. 2, I am not going to be teaching you how to multi-mod a 600 Fizz DPS weapon. That shit's fucking stupid. I don't have multi-mod unlocked. If you want to learn that, go and watch like Ziz or Rise or Ziggy. They're all wonderful people, and I'm sure they'd be willing to teach you. This series is going to be built around how to create endgame upgrades and pieces that will get you through the game as you level. Now, that being said, I'm going to show you how to make consistently good gear for endgame. Now, I play solo self-found, so this is going to be mostly how I go about making my gear. So, because of that, it's going to be vastly different in some ways to those of you playing in Trade League. However, you will still be able to see the process that I go through, or that other people go through, to create some of the gear you come across. The gear that I make in this series may actually sell for 1 to 2C in Trade League. So you may be watching me spend multiple pieces of currency when you can just go buy it for an alch. In that case, fucking go for it. But if you want to play solo self-found and have these moments be hype as shit, it is a lot better in my opinion. Now, the way I plan to go about this series, you see in my inventory I have very many pieces to do some basic things with. I'm going to be showing you all of the methods that I know on how to craft decent weaponry, armor, jewelry, that sort of stuff. Now, we're starting off with chess pieces in this series. Episode 2 is going to be weaponry, and then episode 3 is going to be rings. Those are what I deem the most important pieces. Chess piece is very important, and weapon is also very important. I wanted to start with weapon, honestly, but people in the stream decided they wanted chess pieces instead. So I figured, you know, I'm a man of the people, right? So, now you'll see here that I only have armor and evasion rating bases. That's because armor and energy shield bases, sorry. That's because armor and evasion rating gear is rolled roughly the same, honestly. You just go for like mostly life and resist and that sort of stuff. But that's a little more in-depth than I plan to get into just yet. We have to start at the very beginning, so I can show you how to craft just from the start. So with that being said, let's get into this and let's start explaining the very bare minimum of crafting. So when you go to craft an item in Path of Exile, you will get, you know, very many currency drops as you go through the game. Now, each of them has their own specific uses in crafting an item. To be able to make items such as this one, which is, in my opinion, very godly, and is, in my opinion, mirror tier, but that's just me, you need to either get very lucky or have a large repertoire of crafting currency. In my case, I got donated quite a bit via people from stream because I wanted to do this series. So you probably won't have access to all of this. I'm in Standard League right now where no one gives a shit about currency. So, when you first pick up any item in Path of Exile, you'll see that by holding Alt, it has two slots on it, if it's blue. It has a prefix and a suffix, okay? This is going to get a little weird, but stay with me. Essentially, these are types of rolls. Prefixes are generally resigned to like maximum life, armor, that sort of stuff. At least on chess pieces. We're going to talk chess pieces specifically for right now. You'll have primarily armor, max life. If you're playing with an evasion rating piece, evasion rating, Energy shield will have energy shield as prefix, that sort of stuff. Now, suffix will be relegated to strength, resists, that sort of stuff normally. Now, when you're starting off with a blue item like this, these items are limited to one of each. You get one prefix slot and you get one suffix slot, okay? Now, if you make this a rare item instead, you can have up to 6 available. It has 6 slots. Now, this isn't going to roll 6, but you can get up to 6. So with this piece, right, I can now craft and do other things to it because it still has open slots. That actually hit rather decently for me just alching the fucking thing. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So, because of that exact system, this crafting bench here exists. You put your item in here, and it will show you, prefixes, and it will show you suffixes. Other is like extra relegated stuff. I'll cover that eventually. So, we're going to focus on these two right here. This prefix thing right here, you'll see maximum life, armor, evasion rating, energy shield, and maximum mana. Max mana doesn't really matter, it's whatever. And then suffix, resistances, your stat bonuses, strength, dexterity, intelligence, and then duo resists, split resists, and all attributes. Now, when you play in like Betrayal League, you can get some extra crafts for like suffix and prefix and that sort of stuff. But this is going to be kind of the basis that follows most defensive gear pieces. So helmet, gloves, boots, that sort of thing. Now, this will differ, but this is going to be the kind of generic setup we're going to be going for. So a very well-rolled piece is normally, if you're looking for like ultimate top end, you'll look for something with life, and then 1 or 2 resistances, and then if you're playing, or you're crafting gloves or something, you may be able to get one of those extra rolls I was talking about, like extra fizz damage, or extra spell damage, or something like that, depending on the situation you're in. Now, that is the basics of kind of how crafting works, right? You've got your suffixes, you got your prefixes, and you want to get 6 that are as optimal as possible, depending on what build you are playing, right? Very, very simple, at least to my mind. Hopefully I made it simple for you as well. Now I'm going to go about showing you how to get 6 that you want, okay? That's where it gets a little more difficult and a little bit more RNG heavy, but it is definitely possible to do. You may not be able to get all 6 that you want, and you may have to invest rather heavily to do so. This is where we start getting into end game content or end game gearing, which is taking one piece and just dropping hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of alterations into it to try and get your god roll after you've got decent enough gear. I'll be covering that a little bit later, but I would like to start off showcasing you how to get some very, very simple leveling equipment. Now, what is going to be very important is actually the base type. You'll see that these icons are different, right? This is a battle plate that starts dropping at level 41. This is an Astral Plate that starts dropping at level 62. Why are these important, and why is crafting on the right base important? Well, there's a website that I can show you that's going to fucking throw a bunch of numbers at you that I'll explain later on as well. But the biggest thing is that in this case, it's the implicit roll. If you hold Alt, you'll see it says implicit mod. This is a thing that will exist and not count towards those 6 I was talking about before. Effectively, having an implicit and then still having 6 modifiers, you have a 7 modifier item, okay? Very specific items have an implicit mod on them. Very, very specific ones. Astral Plate is one of the best. It is an armor chest piece that has plus up to 12%, lowest at 8%, all resistances, which is exceptional considering the chest piece we're going to go for is max life, 2 or 3-ish, if you're lucky, resistances. That's fucking amazing, right? That is absolutely amazing. Otherwise, you'll have chest pieces that are just, base armor, that sort of thing. Play whatever your class is relegated to or whatever your build is relegated to. I'd recommend armor if you have the strength. Evasion rating's okay. I would still recommend going armor even on rangers if you have the strength to do so. If not, just play whatever you have access to, right? I'll cover energy shield. This is going to get more gimmicky later on. I'll save that for like way later. Expect this video to go to like a half-hour / 40-minute mark. Okay, so I've taught you the basics of how suffix and prefix work. I've taught you the reasoning behind bases. This is technically for a reason. I'll cover that in a few minutes. We're going to craft with this thing first, however. So, say you got yourself your chest piece. It doesn't have to be an Astral Plate. It could be some level 12 chest piece or whatever. And you're looking to make yourself an upgrade, right? So, the most basic way to do so, and the cheapest way to do so, is to throw an Orb of Transmutation on it and just see what you get. Now, in this case, you'll get one or two randomized prefix and suffix, right? Very, very simple. Yeah, if you hold Alt, you can see what they are. The reason I do this is because some are actually split together. So there's like an increased armor and a max life one, right? So I may think that the roll itself is max life and armor separately, right? It might be 2 prefix or whatever. If I'm rolling like yellow item, but it's actually like max life and then armor together on a hybrid roll. So that's a little more technical, but holding Alt is very, very useful. Now, you can do this to just kind of see what you get. However, now you can start trying to look for specific things. This is where RNG is going to heavily become a factor. You can just start alterationing your chest piece and then augmenting it to attempt to hunt for what you want. However, first, what you want to do, before doing your transmutation, is actually quality said piece. That's what these things up here are for. Whetstones let you quality a weapon, and armor's scraps let you quality armor. This will give you increased armor base, just make you extra durable. Not as important on armor. If you do forget, it is fine. It is more important later when we get to energy shield. If you're playing a evasion rating based chest piece or evasion rating character, do the exact same thing. There's no reason not to. And the rolls that I do in this section are going to be relevant to you as well, because you will build roughly the same item. I will be showing you a few different systems as we get later into this video. I have a lot to cover. It's going to be a lot. So, we're going to start off and we're going to hunt for optimally max life and a resistance, if at all possible. So, we're going to transmute, and we have strength armor. That's pretty meh. So then we just grab our alterations, hold shift, and then right click it. And so long as you have enough in the stack, I have a currency tab right now, by the way, if you're wondering what this is, you can just left click and keep going until, you get the item you want. In this case, I have the max life armor split, like I was talking about right there, as well as I have life regeneration. Not bad if you're leveling, I guess it's fine, right? But we want to hunt for exactly what we want. Now, in this case, I only got one modifier. That's okay. Alteration adds on another one to a blue item. Now we have 2, both of which are shit, but I get to showcase that for, example. So, we hit another one, and we end up with armor max life strength. Now, this is actually really good. Reason being is that strength is a 2-to-1 max life conversion. So 2 strength equals 1 max life. So this chest piece itself, right now, actually has, how much? 25 plus 40, split 40 in half is fucking math. 20, we're at 45 max life right now, which is very nice. This would be very optimal for a leveling chest piece. If this rolled on like a lower level item, this is where I would probably stop. You get good life here. Of course, because of the implicit, we have base resistances. If you're in need of resistances, roll until you get res, right? Pretty simple. Now, the reason you do something like this is I have 2 very good starts here, right? Two very good starts. So what we do next to take it up to the next step is we will use a Regal Orb, which upgrades a blue item into a rare item and gives it 1 or 2 additional rolls added onto it. It's easier to show you. So if I do that, are you fucking serious? I mean, I guess. I fucking guess. Like, I'm trying to create, like, I don't know. I guess RNG's with me today. So, for those curious as to what just happened, I regaled it, and it looks like nothing happened, right? What actually happened is I hit tier 6 maximum life. It'll give you a randomized mod out of the mod pool. Could give you a prefix, could give you a suffix. This is actually fucking godly right now. Because what I could actually do with this is I could multi-mod it down the line, which is something that lets me add things on. So I could craft on 2 extra prefixes, or I can craft on 1 more prefix and then another suffix afterwards. It's a fucking weird system. But, yeah, we have a very good chess piece as is right now. And what I can actually do is take this and make this even better. This is actually surprisingly good now. I mean, this is as basic as it gets, right? You start with transmutes, alterations, and augments to fish for what you want to try and get, right? Then once you get what you want, you regal it. In my case, get very fucking lucky. In a different case, you maybe get something else. It's not the best. Maybe you scour it and start again. Doesn't really make a difference. But what ends up happening is that a Regal Orb will always add 1 or 2 modifiers. Why that's important is because it always leaves a spot open to craft. So because of that, we can now come over to our crafting bench up here. And drop this fella in here. And we're now able to get an open prefix and a suffix craft. Now, in this case, because I'm playing in Standard League, I don't have access to Betrayal crafting modifiers. In Betrayal, there is a modifier that lets you get quality and max life, or armor and max life. That's what it is. Again, as like a secondary prefix, or you can take like evasion max life as well as a craft. And since I have a prefix open, I could do that if I wanted to. Alternatively, I can craft resistances of whichever type I need, or I can find split resistances if I do need to. Alternatively, if I had the crafts found, because you do have to find these fucking things, I could find an all resist craft and craft on all resistances. Now, if we want to take this even farther, what we can do is we can use Exalted Orbs. These are ultra high-end currency. Don't do this unless your item is fucking god tier. What this will do is add on another randomized mod to the item. Now, in our current scenario, what I have made here is actually top tier, because this item itself is roughly 125 HP with 11% all res. This is really fucking good for like a starting item, right? For starting out stuff, really top tier, and that is luckily made by transmutation, alteration, augments, and regals. This is the go-to crafting method that I use personally whenever I try to make my own items to make cool shit. Because I do that exact same method. I get the 2 rolls that I want, or I fish for at least one high roll, one high tier roll if I can. And then just whatever else I get. If I get 1 high tier roll, or I get 2 optimal rolls, then I'll regal it. Pray I get something good, and then I'll go craft it. So in this case, I would go craft a split resist, right? So we come down here, we craft, say, fire cold. Yeah, let's just go with that. Fire cold, we hit 20% for the meme, because of course we fucking do. And we now have 31% fire cold, 11% lightning resist, with roughly 140 or 130-ish max life. There you go, simple. I mean, RNG was on my side in that scenario. I will say that. RNG was definitely on my side. But things like that can happen with a little bit of luck. And I spent, how many alterations? If I wanted to go back, maybe like 5, 10 max. And that would probably last me at least a good 24 hours worth of playtime on said character. Which is a lot in real life when you think about it, because you're only playing like 6 hours a day. That'd last me like a fucking week, genuinely. Until I sat down to craft something better. That's actually really fucking good. I'm surprised. Now, that is one of the ways to craft. Alternatively, there are a few different ways revolving around certain other mechanics in the game. Now, I talked about being able to force the rolls you want, right? Or trying to attempt to force the rolls you want. There are items, namely essences and fossils, that allow you to increase the chances or exactly force an item or a roll that you want. So, say this same type of item, you wanted max life and you wanted it guaranteed. Well, how do you go about that? An essence is probably your best option. In this case, an essence of greed will make it so that you guaranteed roll max life on a chess piece. You can see there it says other armor 70 to 79 maximum life. So, hit our chess piece with that. Guaranteed going to roll maximum life. Alongside any other stuff. So in this case, fire resistance, block and stun recovery, armor, extra trash, right? You see what I mean? If you come across essences, it's normally good to grab the maximum life one, Added fizz to attacks are really good for crafting weaponry, this sort of stuff. And just like kind of have a look at it, see what they have, and kind of make up your own mind on whether it's worth keeping. That is just basically, essences are set and forget, and just pray you get what you want. Of course, then you can craft on it potentially. Essences can roll up to 6 mods, so you may get, you know, the god roll you want, but you can't craft anything else on it, because you just can't. You've got 6, and you're fucked. Well, that's where you can Untitled Orb something. This will remove a random modifier. So you can remove the best thing on the item, or you can remove the shitty thing on the item. The biggest thing about crafting is it's all fucking luck-based. All luck-based. You can walk in very specific things. Very, very specific things. But, it's difficult. It's a difficult one. Alright. I don't even know. I did not expect to make something that good. Okay. Anyways, next thing you can do is to use fossils. Now, fossils are a little bit more technical. These come from Delve. Essences come from just in the world. Now, fossils can make it so you're not guaranteed certain things, but they do sway better towards them. So, in my case, if we come here, I have a life fossil, I do believe, somewhere. I need to look for like a life here. I have no life mods, really? More life mods, there we are. So say I wanted to get more max life. Using a pristine fossil and throwing this in one of my resonators would allow me to weigh things more heavily towards getting life mods. This will also mean, however, that I don't get any armor, energy shield, or evasion mods on the initial roll. You can craft it on afterwards if you would like to, but on the initial roll, this will guarantee that you roughly get a life mod. Now, if you want to start getting into bigger technical bullshit, Delve fossils have unique rolls to them. Okay? Hopefully we're still with me. Delve fossils, as well as tentacle hentai and space background. This is like the, you know when the cat like goes flying through space? That's what the background of this is actually based on. It's not, but it's canon now because I fucking said so. As I was saying, these both have their own unique specific roles. I was talking about how this can get, you know, resistances, maximum life, strength, that sort of stuff. Well, these can get other things. That'll depend on the base. This is what I was talking about with the base. So Battle Plate versus Astral Plate are going to have roughly the same because they're both armor bases. But Battle Plate versus Vol Regalia, say both of these were Elder, this and this would have different roles. Now that probably sounds really confusing. There's a website that literally shows you everything. I'm about to become very, very white real quick. But let me minimize this real fast. Or it's fucking... That's not helping very much, is it? Alright. This is a website called PoEFX.net. Not affiliated. I don't have any sponsors, sadly. You know, if you want to help your boy out, that'd be spectacular. Anyways, you go under body armor, and in our case, you click armor. Alright? And you can see everything that it can roll, like I was talking about, strength, life, resistances. This is all in the suffix category, as I was saying. Go over here, this is the prefixes, maximum life, armor maximum life, like, you know, I hit both of those, fucking RNG, sure. If we come down, and we go over here and we come down, we can see we get essences, right? Essences can add specific things as well. And we get delve suffixes, this is what I'm talking about with fossils, right? So, if we wanted to roll something with a delve fossil, you can get things like extra % maximum life. It's not on here for whatever reason, but you can get extra just % maximum life. It's pretty stupid. Shaper suffixes and elder suffixes are also on here, which allow you to get, or allow you to see some of the other things you can get. So this recover % of maximum life on kill is very, very, very fucking good. So we're going to be looking for this in this next piece that we roll. This is an exceptional top-end piece that I would use for a very, very long time. Until I got something like this. An Elder Armor chest piece. Because Elder chest piece in the armor base is able to roll % max life on kill. This is why you're never really done in Path of Exile. You can make godly shit, but there is always something better. In most cases. There's nothing better than this necklace for the build I was playing at the time. That'll happen sometimes. You may make god roll shit. We'll stream highlight it. It's a good time for everyone. That being said, in this case, we are now going to try and make an armor chest piece. We know what we want. We want recovers % max life on kill. If we want to get very technical and chance at getting a really stupid item, we can use a pristine delve fossil and slam it on here in hopes I get life, the max or the % life from the pristine fossil itself, and then max life on kill. I doubt that will happen, but it's a possibility. So we're going to do it for the meme, see what happens. We're going to use an upgrade normal to rare item fossil, slam that bitch in there, and let's see what we get. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. Yep, that is fucking godly. I'm supposed to be showing how to, like, turn trash into gold, and my luck is just giving me shit. It has an open prefix as well. Let's get more. Let's get more. Can I get more? I can't because of the crafts. That makes me big sad. Oh well. So, sadly my original life roll hit tier 12. So, do I want to try and go godly? Okay. We're gonna get risky, just to make things interesting, but I need to talk about this first before I do so. So, RNG gave me everything I wanted, for starters, is what happened there. But this is what I'm talking about here. You see that subterranean modifier? That is the delve modifier I was talking about that gives you maximum life and % increased max life. We managed to somehow hit our Of the Elder recovers maximum life on kill, which is exactly what we wanted, as well as we got lightning resistance and % life regen per second. I fucking, oh my god. Okay. If I was going to really take this to the top end, honestly, I'd keep it. I'd keep it as is. I wouldn't fucking do what I'm about to do, but I'm gonna do it for you because I want to show you guys how to potentially get ultra top end gear. So you'll see that my prefix mod up there at the top, healthy, rolled tier 12. This is fucking horrible. That's like bottom of the barrel trash roll. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for a 1 in 5 annulment. Now 1 in 5 annulment to take off that prefix healthy. If I lose the regeneration, I'm okay with that, and I'll just stop and call it where it is. If I lose the regeneration, I'm okay with that. If I lose subterranean or elder, I'm gonna be kind of sad. But this is how you go about creating stupid powerful stuff. We did very basic chess piece that is very easy to achieve with a little bit of good RNG. Alternately, on this piece, instead of getting the max life, you just craft the max life instead. After you regal it and you're good to go. But yeah. Oh, this is a risky one. This is a risky one. Honestly, I would just slam it as well. But what I would really do, technically, is annul off the prefix life at the top. I'm going to explain it out just for you guys. I would annul off the prefix life at the top so I could then craft it on afterwards. Or alternatively, slam it on, which is when people say slamming something, they mean hitting it with an Exalted Orb. I don't fucking know why, but it's stuck. Now, you would do that and then hope you got a better life roll, and then I would craft, in this case anyways, I would craft a % armor life craft on top of this. Like the same craft, the same hybrid this thing has, that armor max life. I would put that on this, and we'd be done. We'd be done. You know, I almost want to keep it, but it's standard, so fuck it. Let's do it. Ready, set. Motherfucker! Oh my fucking god, this is a highlights reel at this point. This is a fucking highlights reel. Son of a bitch! What am I fucking doing? This is a highlights reel. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, what the fuck? Oh my god. This is better than any chess piece I've ever made in my life. Okay, yeah, I guess. Fuck it. It's got an open slot because I can't craft on it now because I've crafted it already. Yeet. Armor. Sure. Not a bad thing. Not in the slightest. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay, but we're not done yet. No, friends, we're not done yet because you see that max life that I crafted, that rolled bottom tier. So I'm gonna use a Divine Orb real quick. This is where all the currency on this screen is relevant. I'm gonna use this Divine Orb to re-roll the numbers. So the tiers stay the exact same, okay? So I'm not risking anything here, right? Not anymore. The tiers stay the exact same, but the numbers on the things will roll in between their little, you know, in between numbers, right? Things can go down, things can go up. So we are going to see what we end up with. 1, 4 to 5, bottom roll. Actually, the craft doesn't roll. Mega sad. Alright, I'll recraft it eventually. I want to try and get that max life up nice and high on there. 29, 4, 35, 5. I think that's okay. 35, 5, 4%. Decent armor. I'll take it. We're going to recraft, because I'm fucking greedy. We're going to recraft 83. Ooh, boy. I don't even know, man. That's just... Fuck. Okay. There you go. There you go. There's an armor chest piece that is fucking... Yep. Merry Christmas, gentlemen. Merry fucking Christmas. So, anyone who plays in standard, I will give this away. I'm not kidding. You get it. You come into my stream. You come into my stream at any point within the week of this being uploaded. I will give this away to you if you are wanting it. That's how fucking good this is. That's how fucking good this is. This is amazing. Okay. So that's how you make endgame armor. Yeah. That's how you make endgame armor with a fossil. With one fossil. My luck with one fossils are fucking stupid. Okay. Hype aside, there you go. That's how you make basic, forcible armor. And that's how you let Jesus take the wheel. And you come out on the other side glistening like a fucking, I don't even know, like a dying star, I guess. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. I'm just staring at this in amazement. And this is supposed to be a video for, like, explaining how to get these things. RNG helps a lot when it comes to crafting. You can force items, or prayer can get you somewhere. Alright, that being said, that's the ultimate way to make an armor chest piece. We're gonna take probably another 10 minutes or so to show you guys how to make an energy shield chest piece. This is a little bit different, but we are going to stay at it nonetheless. This is a 30-minute video already. Fuck it, we're making it in one video. Let's do it. Alright, we're making it in one video. Actually, do I split it up? I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Fuck it, we're going with it. Okay, same rules kind of apply. We're not looking for max life. We're looking for energy shield, modifiers, and resistances. Okay? That's what we're aiming for. Now, quality, unlike what I said before with this thingo here, quality here is important because quality increases the energy shield. Energy shield based builds are effectively, you'll have like 1 health and your energy shield is your life pool. So you want to get that as big as possible. That's your maximum life roll. So you want to get the top number, as big as possible. So what you can do is there is a fossil that will, I'm in the wrong tab, quality. What you can do with this is this will give you 28-ish% quality, I'm pretty sure, but quality doesn't scour off, right? If I were to scour an item, it would remove all the crafts from it, just everything. It's a plain white item again. However, quality is different. The quality will stay. So what we can do to start creating a rather decent energy shield chest piece is actually put this thing in here and then throw it on top of there. Now, I'm going to save that for this fall regalia here because we're going to try and make something godly here. But we're going to use the same system I was doing before, which is even more prevalent on energy shield pieces than it is on life, because you really want like the max ES double roll, if possible, high tier on these things. So we're going to craft that with armor scraps to start and do the same thing I was just saying. where we transmute it, pray, realize we got dog shit, and then roll it again. Increased energy shield, not bad. You're looking to get that top number as big as possible. 200 is not bad, but I mean, we can go higher. 39% resist is good. 65 max energy shield is good. We hit the Regal, get intelligence, that's not bad. And then we are going to come over here. Now, you can definitely get this higher. Come down in here, and we can go for percent increased energy shield. You see the basic craft, right? Very, very simple. And yeah, we just hit that craft, and we are good to go. Now, the biggest thing I need to show you. These exist, right? Evasion energy shield and increased flat energy shield. Both of these are gettable at the same time. Now, this means that I can get those rolls on this item when I regal it up, or when I roll it normally with like alchemy orbs and that sort of stuff. So our optimal roll is maximum energy shield, increased armor and energy shield. Okay? Because that gives us max roll. In this case, for what we ended up creating, we have a very decent 431 energy shield chest piece. Because when you actually play the character, you will have even more base energy shield. Or you'll have like 300, or not 300, but like 200% energy shield or some shit like that. That will multiply that number up very, very, very highly, and you'll be good to go. That is like a rather decent low-end leveling type chest piece, and now we're going to go for the high-end stuff. This is very, very easy to achieve. Very, very easy to achieve. I used how many alterations? 3? 4? Yeah, I had good luck, right? I had really good luck. I can't fucking believe this still. I had really good luck, but that's essentially all you really want to aim for. Aim for maximum energy shield on this piece. Aim for a resistance of your choice. If you're playing a split hybrid build, you can go max energy shield and then hit the Regal and pray to get max life or something if you really care in regards to that. But this will be a rather decent energy shield chest piece as well. Now, what I was talking about with the quality, in Betrayal, there are crafts that give you percent quality, which is massive on Vol Regalia and energy shield pieces. I can't show you that. All I can tell you is they exist. They are worthwhile because it gives you quality energy shield as a craft together. Okay? Factor in that energy shield increases energy shield. Quality increases energy shield. It's a double down craft. Now, I can't show you, and until like a couple weeks from now when we actually get the crafts and stuff and that sort of shit, but it exists, I promise. But yeah, so now we are going to create ourselves a percent on kill recovers ES chest piece, because we saw right here that on Shaper, which is the cat flying through space meme, will give us energy shield on kill. So what we can do is I'm going to show you a different alternate method to get Shaper / Elder items that you want as well. It involves a lot of spamming. Everything in this game seems to involve a lot of spamming. But first, we're going to go for our higher quality. We're going to hit it with this. And 18%. Kind of sad. Actually rolled really good. Good life, good res, etc, etc. That improved quality, I believe. I might need the quality at first. I don't know. Maybe I'm a peasant at this game. Hold on, let me double check if I have a second one. I don't. The struggle. Oh well. Alright, we're just gonna quality it up to 20, and then honestly just re-roll it, I think. 20 qual. I think I did that backwards, if I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I think if you 20 quality it, and then you use the thing on top of it, it may go higher. Honestly, I think it may go higher. I may have fucked that up. I'm not gonna deny it. Try it the other way. Although it may be in the 18 to like 28 range, if I'm gonna be entirely honest. Could just roll somewhere in between there, so I may have gotten cucked by the lower end roll. Both are potential. Try it the first way. Get 20% first, then use it afterwards. I don't craft ES much. I'm here for you. Okay, so that maximum energy shield and increased energy shield are the rolls we're looking for. Now, what you can do is, with this, I was rolling for 2 mods at one time, right? I was rolling for a prefix, I was rolling for a suffix. But, alternatively, you can just Chaos Orb spam these things. And now the reason that's important on this type of item, going for this type of roll, is if you're trying to make a chest piece like this, or an energy shield chest piece, your goal is to get energy shield, or max energy shield, increased energy shield, armor, right? You remember what I said before. With this type of chess piece, we're trying to get max life and a resist. Those are manageable, because max life's a prefix and resist is a suffix, right? That's doable with this method. With this method, you can only get 1 of 3 energy shield crafts, which means you have to hit 1 of 3, then you have to regal it, hit 2 of 3, and then craft 3 of 3, which is fucking difficult. I may have done it here, but it's not going to happen every time, okay? It's not going to happen every time. But what you can do is just Chaos Orb spam the thing. So we're just going to grab our Chaos Orbs, shift click it, and then just left click it until we get a number that we would like. Now, because it is Shaper, you will get a few different things on here as well. In this case, we got item rarity, which is really not great. It's whatever. Maximum energy shield regen per second. Keep in mind, we're now rolling 6 mods at one time, so the chances we get cooler shit are very, very possible, but you have less control. This is the way you can roll through more modifiers to attempt to find what you want. Say you're looking for like a +2 socketed gems or something like that. This would be how you go about that, because you're rolling 6 modifiers at the same time. There's a higher chance it's there somewhere. So this is how you go about getting a +1, or like a +2 or +3 bow. Later on when I cover weaponry, this will be how you go about that. That's not bad. It's max mana. Increased energy shield, shitty energy shield. Energy shield, as I was saying. There we go. The energy shield, max energy shield, cold res, do I have an open prefix? Prefix, suffix, that's fucking money. That's fucking money right there, big boy. And bam. Energy shield, hybrid, energy shield, bam. There's a 554 chest piece. Now, that doesn't have ES on kill, but that is effectively 120 more ES than the other piece we were going for. That is through spamming with Chaos Orbs. Now, alternatively, you can use essences. I believe there's energy shield essences. And you can use fossils that give you more armor, ES, evasion modifiers. So in this case, it would give you more chances at evasion rating. Like I used the life one on this one to give us a higher chance at life stuff, right? With a dense fossil, you have a higher chance at rolling your energy shield stuffs. So because of that, that may give us the chance to do exactly what I was talking about before. But with this, we managed to get lucky. Get fucking tier 1, tier 2 ES. I'm fucking dead inside. How am I managing this on recording? I don't even know. We're going with it. We're going with it. But yeah, I've made a lot of people very mad with this video, just for reference. And I was going to show you how to do a little bit of multi-mod crafting here. But I really don't know how this works. It was going to be an experiment for the both of us at the same time. To see what I can just craft in general. Because I think what I have to do, that's a suffix. I'm pretty sure I just have to regal this as is, to regal it up. Okay. Alright. So, this is a can have multiple crafted mods. This is basically how you force make your own item at endgame. This craft, or can have multiple crafted mods, is something you can find after killing the Pale Court, I think, which is like an endgame boss type of thing. I still haven't got it myself, for reference. But you can ask people in streams and that sort of stuff if they can just multi-mod something for you. You give them the base, they multi-mod it. You give them the currency for it, obviously. It's like 3x, so it's fucking expensive. But it lets you make whatever you want. In my case, I hit a max life armor hybrid roll, because of course I did. Now, what this does is it takes up a suffix slot, right? I just regaled for a prefix, but what you would do, optimally, if you have currency to burn, is you put your multi-mod craft on it, and then you regal it, then you would annulment orb the regal off. This should be making sense now, okay? I believe in you. Stay with me. You would annulment orb the regal off. In this case, it's good. I don't need to. Now, this lets you choose the other 4 that you want. Your other 2 prefixes and your other 2 suffixes can be self-chosen and self-crafted, so long as they're in the prefix menu. In our case, I want max life. I would pick the other armor max life. It's not available at the moment. But I'm just going to go for highest armor, I guess. Percent increased armor. Do I want flat armor? Probably percent increased. 74 seems pretty alright. Sure. We'll go for it. And then down here, let's take What 2 resists do I want? Do I want double resists? I could. Let's go fire res. And do I have an extra? Yeah, I can only have 1 res on that. And then I can have cold res. Merry multi-modding gentlemen. That is how you just manually create a godly item. Because fuck it, you have multi-mod. Sure, why not? Multi-mod can drop on items in Delve from chests, for reference. Getting it on an Astral Plate, very, very rare. I have had this drop recently on an energy shield based belt. I was playing my Berserker at the time who didn't use energy shield, so I was big sad. But multi-mod is fucking retarded. Very fucking retarded. And something I'm going to be making use of next league. So, in this sort of scenario, if you come across a multi-modded item, I've just shown you how to go about creating and doing said thing. If it's blue, which it always drops blue, a multi-modded item will always drop blue with just multi-mod on it, I think. It may drop with something else on it. If RNG likes you, a Nomen Orb. Do not Orb of Scouring. Because if you scour it, it'll remove the multi-mod. Don't fucking do that, it's bad. You want to Nomen Orb it, Regal it, Nomen Orb the Regal, and then you have a base where you can just craft everything you want. If you have a bunch of really good Betrayal crafts, which I don't have, as I was saying, because I'm not doing it in Betrayal, you can just go down the list and create stupid shit. It's pretty good. And in this scenario, if you hit 29 out of 35, like I did there, you can just hit it again and again and again. So I hit low life here. So, can I just reroll it? I actually can't reroll it. Okay, so there is a downside. There is a downside to multi-modding, which is that you can't reroll the roll you get. That's fine. It has to have some downside, and I'm actually quite glad for that. Because you can do that with weapons and just hit fizz, fizz, fizz 3 times with attack speed as an extra fucking roll. And you now have a triple fizz attack speed, like bleed chance or bleed damage weapon. It's fucking retarded. It's some stupid shit, but this is a 47-minute video, and honest to God, I made some very good items. I didn't end up getting the ES roll that I wanted on this, but I ended up with a good enough item that I think I'm content with stopping here. Honestly, I would stop here, I would keep this, I would probably use this forever. Now, for reference, when it comes to linking things, that's what Jeweler's Orbs, Fusing Orbs, and Chromatic Orbs are for. I don't really have anything to say on that topic, other than linking items is easier the higher quality they are, and it is easier to get colors relative to the base armor type. If you have an armor base chest piece, getting reds will be easier. If you have an energy shield based chest piece, getting blues will be easier. If you have evasion rating, getting greens will be easier. If you have armor evasion rating, getting reds and greens will be more prevalent. If you have an armor ES, getting blues and reds will be more prevalent. If that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. It's rather easy to understand. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if this made sense or I just got really lucky and no one still has any idea what to do. Because there's 100% that that's a possibility. I tried my best to take it slow and explain things as slowly as possible. But really, crafting in Path of Exile comes down to good RNG or slowly forcing and manipulating an item that you want until, like, you get it as good as possible. Like, this is something you can very, very easily create. Now, in this case, I got lucky, of course, because I hit the max life on the Regal. But alternately, I would have Regaled it, take whatever I got, because it had an open prefix pretty much guaranteed. It could hit prefix fucking anything. It could be prefix armor here instead, and all I would do would instead be to craft the max life on top of it. And I would have roughly the same item with just increased armor on it. However, I wouldn't have the resist craft, obviously, right? But you see what I mean. Just to get something that simple and effective while leveling and doing that sort of thing is very easy to do. To create stupid, stupid pieces like this fucking thing, I can't believe I hit that Nomen Orb. That's a 1 in 5, by the way. God was with me today in this exact video, let it be known. I'm not even religious. You know how lucky you have to be to see someone else's God. It's fucking wild. But yeah, to create things like this is like your endgame goal. And it took me, what, 1 Delve fossil? Like, if luck is with you, luck is really with you. Otherwise, you may require a lot of fossils. It may require a lot of Chaos Orbs, like rolling this thing did, although didn't really require that many, if I'm honest with you. But all of this was made genuinely cheaply. Like, RNG was just on my side, I guess, but that was made very, very cheaply. This is a very decent chess piece as like a leveling piece. This is a very, very good endgame sort of goal piece. You probably won't hit it in one Delve Fossil, let's be honest here. Obviously, getting an Elder chess piece base is also fucking difficult in solo self-found. So you get one of these, and then you plow everything you have into it, and try to get something that ends up roughly like this. If you're playing Energy Shield, aim for high quality, and then use your Orb Transmutes and Alterations to make sure you get at least one plus maximum or increased Energy Shield roll, Regal it, and then craft on a second one. If you have these spare Chaos Orbs to do so, you can start fishing for Tri-Roll, like this one, where you're able to get max percent increased and craft on the third percent increased. If you ever get a chess piece or item of any kind that says can have multiple mods, it will guaranteed drop blue, and it will allow you to, if you Regal it and then annul off the extra shit because RNG is with you, you can literally craft the exact piece you want. Relegated, you have the currency that you need to do so. Crafts do take currency in and of themselves, so with crafts here, I've probably spent roughly about 20C in crafts just on these 4, depending because I rolled a high roll, right? And this thing I probably spent 20C in crafts alone. So I'd say, roughly 45C to create all of this. RNG was entirely on my side when it came to this and this and this sort of shit, but still, I do hope I showcased some of the very basic stuff. That's really all there is to crafting. It's not that scary. RNG is heavily a part of it, but it's all about transmutes, alterations, augments, and then just utilizing what you have, right? I've taught you both methods. Both methods work. You can also Orb of Alchemy Scour. It just depends on what you drop, right? If you drop a bunch of Chaos Orbs, use Chaos Orbs to craft. If you drop a bunch of alterations and transmutes and regals and you want to force an exact piece, go ahead and force that exact piece, right? If you want to take a gamble, fossils are there. And if you get annoyed at gambling and you want one specific roll, that's where essences come into play. Very simple after you break it down. To a lot of people, it's a very, very scary system. But an hour later, I hope I've made it hopefully rather easy to understand with some shenanigansy moments involved. I will give this away on stream in a couple of days, probably. If you guys want it, let me know. Somewhere in my Discord. Description. In my Discord. Message me. Message me in fucking Discord. I'll give this to you. First person to message me will get it. But yeah, that's going to be all from me. And as always, take care, gentlemen. Hope I helped you out.